brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Let's go Bucks!
There's Chris Archer. He's going to make his second Pirate start come Wednesday afternoon here at Coors Field. Of course, he made his Pirates debut Friday night at PNC Park, and we learned real quickly how engaging he is, and they're finding that out too here at Coors Field in Denver. Meantime, it's the Denver native Kyle Freeland taking the mound for the 23rd time this season, the 7th lowest ERA in the National League.
Well, he likes pitching in this ballpark. Kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saying that about somebody, but he does. Some way he's able to really get a ton of ground balls in this place.
Here's the RAV4 starting lineup. Corey Dickerson, the former Rocky, going to lead things off. Starling Marte, look at those career numbers at Coors Field.
That's crazy, isn't it?
500. And that's, no short, small sample size. 58 at bats. And it's Gregory Polanco. And David Freese is back in the lineup. I was curious that he was not able to even pinch hit yesterday, but he's back in the starting lineup today. Francisco Cervelli is at first base again for the second time in a week. Elias Diaz catches. Josh Harrison, Jordy Mercer, Joe Musgrove, the starting 9 for the Pirates.
There's Freeland's numbers overall. Opponent batting average pretty low for a starting pitcher, 244. 105 strikeouts in his 132 innings. And a very low ERA, a 3.20.
They are managed by Bud Black. He took them back to the playoffs last year in the wild card game. They lost that, and they are in a battle not only for a wild card spot, but they're certainly thinking about the leaders in the West right now, the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Colorado only 2 back for the top spot in the National League West as Corey Dickerson leads things off against Freeland. And first pitch swinging and popping it up toward the line and left. And it drops foul by a couple feet. Gerardo Parra gives chase along with Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado.
And Dickerson kind of his trademark. He's rounding second already on that ball was foul. Always running hard.
Honda defense, you start with that Gold Glove man at third base. Nobody better than Nolan Arenado, and Trevor Story is excellent at shortstop as well. You got 2 Gold Gloves at second. DJ LeMahieu, Ian Desmond, very athletic at first. Gerardo Parra, David Dahl, Carlos Gonzalez in the outfield. Chris Iannetta behind the plate. Arenado, first infielder in Major League history to start his career with 5 straight Gold Gloves. Couple strikes on Dickerson, who began his career here after being drafted by the Rockies. 8th round in 2010 out of a community college in Mississippi, where he's from.
Mainly fastballs and sliders. You see Freeland.
And the Pirates see Freeland for a second time this season. Pirates beat Freeland at PNC Park in April. A little tapper, foul. Nothing in 2 on Corey Dickerson, who's hitting .310 this year against lefties. Dickerson is 4th in the league in hitting, a .314 average. Just off the disabled list with that tight hamstring, and he made his first start yesterday and looked a little rusty.
Didn't look like he really had a good idea of the strike zone. He's kind of swinging at everything.
And into center field, that's more like it. A 2-strike hit for Corey Dickerson.
And that's kind of what he does when he gets 2 strikes. You shorten up, choke up, And just try to poke that ball somewhere, be a tough out. Little slider down and away. Probably wasn't even a strike.
Well, Dickerson leads off the ball game with a hit to center. Desmond will hold him on. And we are underway here.
And here he is at the plate.
Mr. 500. Marte 1 for 5 against Freeland. Freeland is 1-2 in 3 career starts against the Pirates, a 6.32 lifetime ERA against the Bucks. We're going to check out tonight's Barrel Automotive League leader stat, the all-time leaders in average here at Coors Field. Look at this, all-time leaders. And there's another former Bucko, Jeff King. This ballpark, Wally Joyner.
Jeff King liked the Rocky Mountains.
Ball and a strike on Marte. Freeland is 25 years old, Denver native, 6'3", 170 pounds, drafted in the first round 4 years ago, 8th overall choice in 2014.
As you can see by the velocities, he's not a hard thrower. So that sinking fastball, the slider, change up every now and then.
Bucks trying to get off on the right foot on this road trip, take an early lead, which was kind of their calling card during that 11-game winning streak, was getting on the board first, putting opponents away. After the 11-game winning streak, they have dropped 6 of their last 10 after winning 11 straight from July 11th to the 24th. Even now to Marte. So Clint Hurdle's club just 2 games over 500 now. Really needing to kick it in gear. Back to winning series. And weakly hit back to the mound. And they get a double play out of it. Freeland makes that weak bouncer and turns it into 2.
That was a nice feed by Freeland. How many times do we see a poor throw of some kind by the pitcher to a base that'll cost him a double play, but this one was right over the bag, chest high. That being an easy turn.
There's Gregory Polanco. 1 for 4 against Freeland. 19 homers, 62 RBIs for Polanco, just 1 hit in his last 11 at bats. And there's the shortstop Story, and he's not going to get him. Wow, they call him out. Let's take a look. Let's take another look at that one. Over at first base, Stu Sherwater calling Polanco out. Pirates checking in. Now they aren't going to challenge, so good work from the first base ump. He was on it. Half inning. Pirates nothing. Rockies will come to bat. toward the right side of the infield for a moment, like he was going to beat it out. Called out. And the Rockies starting lineup against Joe Musgrove. Just off the disabled list, David Dahl returning today. DJ LeMahieu, Carlos Gonzalez, then it's Nolan Arenado. Had his 9th 3-hit game of the season yesterday in Milwaukee. Trevor Story, the shortstop who just made that play you saw in the top of the inning. Gerardo Parro, Ian Desmond, Chris Iannetta, Kyle Freeland round out the starting 9 against Joe Musgrove, making his 12th Pirate start.
Well, Joe's numbers in those 11 previous starts.
His first opportunity to face the Colorado Rockies. David Dahl, 33 games this year, hit .275, recalled from AAA Albuquerque after being placed on the DL earlier, and popped up to Mercer.
A fastball in and then a fastball away for a jam shot pop-up. That's the kind of pitching that plays well in any ballpark.
David Freese returns to the starting lineup tonight. He is at third base with Jordy Mercer. You just saw him made the catch. Josh Harrison, Francisco Cervelli on the right side of the infield. Gregory Polanco is in right. Starling Marte in center. Corey Dickerson in left. Leos Diaz behind the plate. I don't think we're going to see those white chest protector shin guards mask anytime soon. Let us watch the game the other night and seen him for an inning bring those out. Strike on DJ LeMahieu. And here's Marte. Barely has to move. Ton of room, of course, in this outfield.
Left, right, in, out.
Yeah.
A lot of acreage.
Coors Field.
It's like the prairie.
Yeah.
Goes on forever.
Beautiful ballpark, beautiful setting. Here's Cargo, the 32-year-old, really rebounding this season. Wasn't too long ago folks thought he was done. Weekly hit to Harrison. Oh, nice work, Musgrove. 5 pitches. 1, 2, 3. 1 inning down. Nothing from Denver.
Field kicking off a long road trip for the Buccos. I'm Robbie Mikowski. Well, over the years in the Clint Hurdle era, the Pirates have done some pretty cool themes on their road trips, and yesterday that continued with one of the better ones that we're going to see. It was WNBA/NBA. You saw Chris Archer wearing a WNBA jersey. And there's a couple moves. Chad Kuhl, Trevor Williams, and Jamison Tyone, the Houston native, wearing the Hakeem Olajuwon vintage jersey. But that one might have taken the cake right there. David Freese, along with Yvonne Nova, if you look to your right at the group picture and watch Freese, step right up here and put a hold and start blowing the whistle. Laughs abound. The whistle was going off most of the entire flight, but David Freese, give him a lot of credit, the guy batting right now, guys. He wore the shiniest black shoes and the perfect black slacks to mock an NBA official. It really was fantastic, Greg.
Well, and really fantastic, Robbie, that Freese is back in there tonight as well. They had a lot of fun on the flight. And Freese, who's 3 for 7 with a home run against Freeland, will be followed by Francisco Cervelli and Elias Diaz. And another bouncer.
All ground balls so far.
Joe Musgrove got a couple of fly balls and a ground ball. So, Bob, we ask you this every time we come here. You pitched in this city. What did you try to do? Anything different?
Get the hitters out? No, nothing different. Just get them different. Just pitch.
Did Ray Miller give you any great advice, sage advice when you came in? Your pitching coach?
I don't think so, Greg. I don't think there's anything you can tell anybody. It's just, everyone makes such a big deal out of it. It's a baseball game. You just go out and play.
I think things are different here, though, than when we first came here. I think the humidor has made a big difference. I think it was silly baseball before the humidor. Now, you're right. It's pretty much a regular baseball game. The huge outfield, as you said.
Oh, yeah, the ball. I mean, I didn't play here. I played at Mile High Stadium.
Right.
And, yeah, you could, when you hit the ball to the other end zone, in and out of the ballpark.
Where the Broncos used to play.
Balls in batting practice were carrying 500 feet. It was crazy. It was silly, but what are you going to, you know what it is? If both teams are playing in the same ballpark, none of that matters.
Right.
It only matters if
nobody has an advantage over the other.
It's the same game, so you just go out and play.
Well, Cervelli playing first base again. He played a little bit there yesterday late. Started at catcher, but then Elias Diaz pinch hit, so Diaz stayed in the game to catch. And Cervelli, who started at first base for the first time in over 2 years this past Saturday night against the Cardinals, starts here at first base in Denver. Shallow center. Ball picked it up a little bit late there toward the end as it started to drop quickly. And he makes the catch. 2 outs.
Watching, the pitchers are having very much their way here at the very beginning of this ball game. But what are they doing? They're just staying out of the middle of the middle of the plate, middle of the bat, getting some soft contact. Balls in on the label. Balls are out on the end of the bat, getting some ground balls. If you're doing that, does it matter where you're playing the game? Not at all.
Yeah.
That kind of pitching works in any ballpark at any elevation, sea level on up. Don't be worried about, oh, my curveball doesn't break. Well, if your curveball doesn't break, it's probably already in your head. And that's what's bothering you. Every time you hang a curveball, you're going to blame it on the thin air. I guess it kind of gives pitchers a built-in excuse immediately. But the other guy has to, you're just going to go beat the other guy. Doesn't matter if you win 3-2 or 6-5. A win's a win.
In the air, shallow left. Parra coming on. And the Pirates go down in order. After 1.5, it's a scoreless ball game. sign to see this man take batting practice. Our Allegheny Health Network injury update. Josh Bell has been on the DL with that oblique injury. He's eligible to come off the disabled list tomorrow. And so he's going through all the baseball activities. Neil Huntington said on his radio show yesterday that he is getting close, and you wonder whether the Pirates will have to make a couple of moves tomorrow. We know Adeiny Echeverria will join the team tomorrow, acquired today from Tampa Bay, and perhaps Josh Bell. They've missed him. He was a big part of that 11-game winning streak, no question. At bat.
I mean, I think that's what the thing you look for with that rib cage. Can you have the torque in the upper body? Can you swing the bat? Swinging, and the same thing when you're throwing. Once you get to where you can do that pain-free, well then, time to play. So he's got to be extremely close after watching him hit today.
And as we said at the top of the telecast, these are critical games now. Every game for the Pirates. Nolan Arenado.
Been like that for a while, though, really, when you think about it. Greg.
Oh, yeah. Not saying it wasn't.
I mean, because think about how critical it was to win in those 2 weeks leading up to the deadline.
Yep. No doubt.
To, you know, what are we going to do? We're going to add or what? Yeah. They had to win to get in a position to make some additions. So they've been in that mode for a while.
One of those additions there. Chris Archer will start Wednesday. Tomorrow night, Jameson Taillon. Nolan Arenado tied for first in the National League in homers with Matt Carpenter. Drives this deep to center. Marte there. Some news and notes around Major League Baseball on our lowdown, located on the lower left side of your screen, your device you're watching tonight. The A's have acquired pitcher Mike Fiers from the Tigers. Picked him up today. George Springer goes to the DL. That left thumb sprain, sliding into second base yesterday. Cardinals put Tyler O'Neill on the DL. He was hurt the other day against the Pirates. Adolis Garcia recalled. Tyler O'Neill was scratched just at game time on Saturday. Jose Martinez went in for him, and Martinez played a big role in their win over the Pirates Saturday night. And now Trevor Story. Nolan Arenado is third in the league in ribbies. Story is fourth. Homered yesterday in Milwaukee. Drove in 4 runs for the second consecutive game. Since early June, he's hitting .340. Pirate fans are locked in. Story was 5 out of 10 against the Pirates in that series at PNC Park in April. Rockies took 2 of 3. Third start since the All-Star break for Musgrove. And another fly ball. Second consecutive put out for Marte. Third already through the first 5 batters. So 4 balls put in the air against Musgrove for these Rockies. Musgrove was acquired by the Pirates over the winter from the Astros. Began last year in the rotation for Houston, wound up in the bullpen for the eventual World Series champs. We asked him the other day about this exercise he does where he lifts his hands. Just saw it before every pitch, almost Max Scherzer-like. He said he started it in spring training. Just a way to slow himself down, concentrate on every pitch. He said he tended to kind of hurry. So whatever it takes. In this case for Musgrove, it's that lifting the hands.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of like hitters. You know, they have little things that you know, none of that matters what they do until they get that front foot down and their hands are in their hitting position. That, from that point on, that's your mechanics.
Another fly ball to center.
It's the same way with pitchers. All that other stuff is just kind of fluff. It's what's he do when he puts that front foot down? He's doing it right now.
Third inning. Reminder about the All-Star Craft Beer, Wine, and Cocktail Festival. PNC Park comes up this Saturday. The Pirates will be on the road, but putting PNC Park to good use. Sample over 300 craft beers and wines, walk the bases, and more. You can check it out. Get your tickets at ballparkfestival.com/Pittsburgh. That's ballparkfestival.com/Pittsburgh.
A lot of beer in this place.
Yep. Oh, 1-2 on Jay Hay.
What ballpark sells more beer? Coors, Busch, or Miller? Probably be hard to find those stats. A well-guarded secret.
Yep. Jay Hay was 3 for 7 in the past against Freeland, hitting just .221 against lefty pitching this season. Just some of these numbers for Pirates hitters curious. Against lefties, Cervelli .213, Jay Hay .221, Marte .207. Guys who historically have hit lefties quite well in the past.
It is an oddity this year.
Righties hit Freeland better than do lefty hitters, which usually is standard. Sometimes you do see the odd splits. They're Josh Harrison's splits, but righties hit .255 off Freeland, left-handed batters .209. And he gets the strikeout of Jay Hay.
A backdoor slider, it looked like. A little hesitation, and then throws that slider, starts it away, brings it over the outside half of the plate.
Allegheny Health Network Supermo look. And the swing. Freeland with 106 punch-outs, 45 walks.
Seemed to you that guys with good sliders give us a hard time?
Yes.
That's the pitch.
It seems that way. I don't know if the numbers back.
Yeah, I would
it
have
up,
no
but
idea either, but it
it sure seems that way.
maybe you just notice it when it happens.
Trying to sneak that one up the middle. There's Story. Wow. Trevor Story. Not much gets past that left side of this Rockies infield.
Or the right side.
Yeah, that's true.
This infield's airtight.
Range there of Story.
How about the accuracy of the throw after the 360 spin? He's falling out toward the outfield, and he can't just kind of lob it over there either. He's got to get something on it. Boom! Right on the back.
Yep.
Belt high.
Like he was taking a couple of crow hops right toward it.
Yeah, I mean that's what you.
How about
think.
Joe Musgrove dropping another one into right center field? There's Big Joe with his 4th hit in 16 at bats.
That is pretty impressive.
Joe Musgrove doubles into right center.
He comes to play, not to pitch.
He is a Major League Baseball player, is what he is.
Well, he's heard about this place. Good place to hit. So he's going to hit.
4 hits and 16 at bats. Joe Musgrove hits the double. Here's Corey Dickerson. Chance to give the Pirates a lead here in the 3rd, thanks to the first double of his career. We're talking about just a few at bats for Musgrove.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have more than one double.
Yeah. Just 16 at bats this year, 21 for his career. Ball and a strike on Corey Dickerson. His first full year was in 2014 when he hit .312 and would have finished in the top 5 in the National League batting race that year, but was just 24 plate appearances shy of qualifying. Career .360 batting average here at Coors Field. Talk about routines. He's got that routine every pitch. Musgrove, we showed you his before every pitch when he's on the mound. That year, 2014, when he finished 24 plate appearances shy of qualifying for the batting race, his teammate here, Justin Morneau, won the batting title in 2014. Morneau hit .319. Josh Harrison finished 2nd. Andrew McCutchen finished 3rd. In on him. Little squibber. Bare hand play made by Story. Oh my goodness. Trevor Story. Far to his left to rob Mercer of a hit, then in and over to his right to Rob Dickerson. 0-0 here in the first of this 3-game series, and already a Trevor Story. Another great play.
Yeah, this was fantastic. Bare hand, running the other direction. Pretty fast guy going down the line from the left side. And again, a very strong off-balance throw. I mean, that had something on it and was perfectly accurate. Two of the better plays you'll see out of a shortstop right there in the same inning.
So Dickerson robbed of an infield hit. Now bottom third of the order. Here's Ian Desmond, the first baseman. Musgrove out in front, 0-2. 1.80 ERA in 3 road starts for Joe Musgrove. Last start was at PNC Park. Pitched well, gave up just a run in 7 innings against the Mets. Desmond was hitless in 10 at-bats against the Pirates in April in that series at PNC Park. Two and two. Inside fastball misses. El Cajon, California native Joe Musgrove pitching in Denver for the first time. And he got him looking. His first strikeout.
That kind of missed his spot. You can see the target was in the outside corner, and he kind of accidentally threw a little backup slider that just stayed right on the inside. Sometimes things work out in your favor no matter where you put it. Heck, sometimes you throw one right down the middle and they'll take it. You just need to catch a break occasionally.
There's Chris Iannetta. He takes the breaking pitch for strike one, the catcher.
That's a nice slider. At the knees, a good place for strike one. They need to move it one way or the other out of the center of the plate, and now that you're ahead in the count, if you're going to throw a breaking pitch.
Out in front of the veteran backstop, Chris Iannetta, 1-2. Rockies catchers on this recent road trip. They finished up in Milwaukee, and they avoided the sweep, winning in extra innings yesterday. And they lost 3 of 4 in St. Louis to start the trip. But the catchers, there are 3 of them on the roster, went 1 for 23 on the trip. Manager Bud Black said there's more in there. These catchers offensively. It has been a struggle for Iannetta, Tony Walters, and Tom Murphy. You have to call him the mayor. Pittsburgh's former mayor Tom Murphy, as the wind really kicking up here.
I would imagine here at the foot of the Rockies, you could get some strong winds at times. Blowing out the left. Don't let him hit it that way.
Well, Iannetta having the longest at bat so far of the night. The 8th hitter Musgrove has faced in a 5-pitch first inning. Went through the lineup 1, 2, 3 in the second. Strikes out Desmond to start this third. And into left comes Dickerson for the out.
Greg, we got a pitcher's duel going.
Yeah, I'd say so.
The Coors Field pitcher's duel.
Here is the pitcher, Kyle Freeland.
Both these guys kind of taking the sting out of the bat. Not a lot of balls hit hard at all so far. Musgrove, maybe the hardest ball hit.
Yeah. Freeland is 3 out of 43, 070 hitter.
Not very good, but he hit that one decent. Right at Jordy.
So it's 9 up, 9 down for Joe Musgrove. Pitcher's duel at Coors Field.
It's time for the Toyota all-wheel drive RAV4th inning. Toyota, what drives you?
It is 0-0 onto the third. Here in Denver. As we move to the fourth inning, MLB at Bat is your #1 Pirates app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Pirates home screen icons and features like the MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. 3 complete for Joe Musgrove. Here we are in the fourth. Marte hit into a 1-4-3 double play. Bouncing one right back to Freeland in the first. Musgrove's double, the hardest hit ball of the night so far. And you were right, the second hardest hit ball of the night was the ground ball to Mercer off the bat of pitcher Kyle Freeland.
That's a true pitching duel, isn't it? You got zeros on the board, and
they're hitting.
And they've both hit the hardest and second hardest ball of the night, the 2 pitchers.
See if Marte can top.
Most likely you wouldn't see that very often in the fourth inning of the ball game.
It's off his foot. Freeland.
Shirts must be free somewhere, huh? Giving them away.
Out of the University of Evansville in Indiana, this local product. The Purple Aces of the University of Evansville.
Now he's a Purple Ace.
Exactly.
Very good. I like that. It all comes together eventually.
And he strikes out Marte. It'll bring up Gregory Polanco, and we really didn't have time to show you the bang-bang play at first base as his ground ball ended at the top of the first, but the story throw on the Allegheny Health Network Supermo, and good work there by Desmond. He had his tippy toes on that bag. That's why the Pirates didn't challenge it. An overshift. They have Story on the right side against Polanco, and they've got Nolan Arenado, the lone man, on the left side of the infield, playing near the grass. So Story all over the infield, making the plays. It was he who retired Polanco in the first. Clint Hurdle talked about the addition of Adeiny Echeverria, that with the shifting going on, that might help the Pirates defensively, with Echeverria on the infield because of his athleticism. Great glove man. And there is the walk to Polanco. First for Freeland.
Now Polanco has been off to the races of late. I mean, especially every time there's 2 outs. He's been going. Well, being here at Coors Field changed that strategy at all?
Breeze with a fly ball to center. It's Dahl. 2 outs. We'll bring up Francisco Cervelli, talking about Adeiny Echeverria, picked up for a minor league pitcher today, and a Point Park University tweet. This is what he sent out, thanking Rays fans for this past year, looking forward to what God has in store with the Buccos. Adeiny Echeverria from Cuba, 29 years old, signed by Toronto in 2010. He was dealt to the Marlins in a blockbuster deal. 2011, spent parts of 5 years with that team in Florida. So it'll be very, very interesting to see where he ends up playing, how much time he gets, and most people are wondering about the future of Sean Rodriguez. Is that the obvious move tomorrow? We'll find out. We also wonder about Josh Bell. We showed you our Allegheny Health Network injury update. Looks like he's close to returning and would be eligible to come off the disabled list tomorrow.
Well, Greg, now that there's 2 outs and you've seen 2 pitches.
Time to go?
Well, he hadn't run, so I'm thinking maybe the strategy has changed in this ballpark. But they're going to be a little more conservative. Might have the no-go sign. And that's one of the things that especially before the humidor, you used to talk about all the time, is don't make outs on the bases, because wherever you're at, you're in scoring position here.
Opponents, by the way, have stolen 5 in 5 tries with Freeland on the hill this year. Now 3-1 on Cervelli. Tonight's Pirates first baseman. And another walk. 2 aboard for Elias Diaz. We're talking about Pirate hitters and batting averages against lefties. Nobody hits lefties better than Elias Diaz. Chris Iannetta out with Freeland.
Now it's time for the long ball. Wind still blowing out the left.
Perfect timing right here. Freeland has given up 13 dingers in 22 starts. I know on Elias Diaz. Polanco walked. He's at second. Cervelli walked.
Wind's got those flags just crackling right now. Look at that. Right out the left. Get into one right here.
Lift it.
Oh, he tried. He got the change up though. I mean, there's nothing that is better to throw when somebody is trying to hit a long ball than pulling the string. Get him out in front. That's what happened there. But you don't blame Diaz. I mean, it's just where you got to take a shot. A couple of guys on base. Get a couple of strikes on you, then you have to change what you're doing a little bit.
Popped up and playable for Desmond. Couple of walks, couple of men left on. Still scoreless. Two hardest hit balls of the night. Joe Musgrove, the Pirate starter. 100.3 miles per hour, that exit velocity on the 2-out double in the third. And Kyle Freeland, the Rockies pitcher, his ground out ended the bottom of the third. 96 miles per hour. Musgrove back on the hill. Second time through the order. Faces David Dahl.
Keep holding them down. Some more soft contact. Only 28 pitches so far. Very efficient.
'24-year-old Birmingham, Alabama native David Dahl was a first-round pick of the Rockies in 2012. Recalled today from AAA Albuquerque. Fun to watch Joe Musgrove pitch. Checking out her social media tweets. Joe's helping that person shake off an awful day with this performance. Still 0-2 on Dahl, the center fielder. And he's wheeling and dealing. Big Joe, Mean Joe. And yep, fun to watch. Certainly for the pitching coach, Ray Searage. Though Ray doesn't act like he's having fun.
He's ecstatic, can't you tell?
I've seen him happier than that.
Ray's just not going to be happy for 3 days. He's in Coors Field.
Keep that up, he'll be happy. 10 for 10, first pitch strikes.
Well, that stat right there tells you he's not got this place in his head.
Exact opposite.
The first pitch strike means you're being aggressive. You're not thinking about, oh, I can't give up a home run, can't do this, can't do that. He's going right at him.
Another fly ball. Dickerson.
Soft contact.
The fourth inning for Musgrove begins with another fly ball out. Musgrove started this season on the disabled list with a right shoulder muscle strain. So he didn't make his first Pirate start until May the 25th when he went 7 shutout innings against the Cardinals. DJ LeMahieu flied out to Marte in the first. And now it's 0-2.
The first breaking ball was right down the middle for a strike, and now he's ahead, and he leads him off the plate with the next one. Now he can do anything he wants other than throw the ball in a fat part of the plate. In, out, over, wherever you want it. Decide to go up and in. Yeah, we'll see what Diaz wants to do next. They can either double up inside, or he can go back, try to make him chase that slider again. That's what they're going to do. Into the bat. You watch guys pitch like that here, and it's just pitching. There's nothing magical about this. You make your pitches, and it doesn't matter where you're standing. If you don't make pitches, it wouldn't make much difference whether you're here or PNC Park. It's going to get hit hard. Fastball away.
Harrison, 2 outs.
And he made his pitch, that fastball away. That's where he threw it.
So do you think basically that they're, over the years here, it's been kind of just pitchers getting it, it's in their heads. There's nothing about the.
I agree with you that the ball, because I mean I saw it with my own eyes, and lived it. The ball carried unbelievable here. But it was like that for both guys, and then what else are you going to do? You still got to go out and pitch. The difference, I think, since they moved here to Coors Field, well, it was like that over there too. Just the huge outfield creates a lot of opportunities for balls to fall in, and the outfielders have a tendency to play so deep. It's very tough to ever throw anybody out at the plate. So that, I think, is always added to the offense. But still, you know, ground balls, pop-ups, lazy, weak fly balls, they're outs in this place just like they are anywhere else.
Ball to strike on Cargo. Gonzalez bounced out to Harrison in the first. Hard hit. Oh, Josh Harrison the dive. What a play there from Jay Hay. Hard hit off the bat of Carlos Gonzalez. And Harrison robs him. Outstanding work from the Pirates' second baseman.
Here at Coors Field. Well, I've made my way out to left center field, where a bunch of additions were made at Coors Field this season overall, but the biggest one is right behind me, this gigantic, enormous scoreboard, brand new for the 2018 season here at Coors. Now, it's shaped like the Colorado Rockies logo and the Colorado Mountains out here. Really a spectacular scoreboard. It's all LEDs, 6.8 million LED lights. It's 8,369 square feet. Now, Greg and Bob, that's the size of 784 TVs that are 60 inches long, 258% larger than the old scoreboard, and it's all in 1080 HD. So this might be what we call Bob's TV in his basement, right, Bob? You got something about this size in your basement?
I don't even have a TV in my basement.
Never mind. There goes my joke.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, he does. Don't let him kid you.
No, I don't.
That's very impressive, though, Robbie. That is. Look at this. Talk about impressive. That's nothing for Arenado.
I will agree with Robbie, though. That is a fantastic scoreboard they've put in, and I like the fact that they made it look like a mountain range on top of it. That's pretty cool. But this is cool here, too. Arenado showing off that glove work.
He's just so good over there.
Not quite as fancy as Jay Hayes to end the inning, but still pretty good.
Pirates shortstop Jordy Mercer. Looked like he might sneak a hit into center field, but Trevor Story moving far to his left. Got him in the third.
Yeah, along with the pitching tonight, we have seen some darn good infield play. Both teams.
Got him looking. Number 3 for Kyle Freeland.
Right on the corner. Start the chainsaw.
Joe Musgrove, 2-out double last time up.
Is it? Oh, yes, it is raining.
Eric Cooper is the crew chief, pulling the balls and strikes. Has indeed started to rain, so folks starting to head for cover.
They can't leave fast enough, can
Yeah.
they? I don't think it's going to rain, though, Greg.
I know you said that before the game. To the bottom of the 5th inning, and during the break, Eric Cooper checking it out. The grounds crew
Telling them same thing I did. It's not going to rain.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. I don't know why everybody ran under cover.
Time for our Lowe's whole team together. As usual, Rockies have a number of players at the top of the home run leaderboard, including Nolan Arenado, Trevor Story, Charlie Blackmon. Ian Desmond is tied for 17th. Blackmon is 12th, but top 10 men, Arenado and Story. Rockies 144 homers as a team, tied for 2nd in the National League. Line to right center, and the first base runner of the game. For the Rockies, a hit for Arenado. 12 straight retired to start the game for Musgrove.
Well, we always say that in this situation you want it to be a clean one. And this one was clean. Line drive to the outfield. Skipped through there. Didn't realize Polanco had to really lunge to keep it from getting into the gap.
Trevor Story. Irving, Texas native. First round pick 7 years ago.
Remember what a big deal he was when he burst onto the scene?
Oh, he was like locked for Rookie of the Year had he not gotten hurt.
The talk of
Putting up historic
the
numbers.
town for the first couple of months. Man.
Nobody did what Story did his first week in the big leagues. And a base hit to center. And Arenado going to head to third. It's first and third with nobody out.
First two guys now staying back a little bit, taking the ball out to right center. Look what Freese does here. He gives up the bag and charges after this ball, trying to cut down the distance and get to it as soon as he could, just in case Story was thinking of going to second. And Story a little bit of a turn, but decided against it, as he should have.
This will get a run home, and they won't get anybody as Josh Harrison boots it for an error, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, that's tough right there. I mean, you'll trade that run for a double play. And I thought Parra got a bad break out of the box too. This was going to be a double play. And then it should have been at least one, and then it ended up being nobody.
Desmond coming to the plate.
Just made an announcement over the PA, something about moving out of the upper deck because of lightning. They just, you notice the rock pile, the center field, they cleared everybody out of there in between innings.
Why?
Well, did you just listen?
No, but why?
Lightning.
Yeah, but you said it's not going to rain, right?
Well, lightning is not rain, Greg. Lightning is electricity. Rain is water.
So it's not. There's no lightning. There's no rain.
No,
no trouble.
It might be lightning, but I don't believe it's going to rain.
And
yeah, they're worried about that lightning, I guess.
Absolutely pouring. So Eric Cooper is going to ask the grounds crew to cover the field. And we're going to have a delay.
I got to get a new app. This has no rain around. I don't get it. Oh, wait a minute. There's a little tiny spot. Just nicked us.
So the Rockies take a 1-0 lead. Nobody out here in the fifth.
Shouldn't be long. It does look like it's raining a little bit there, doesn't it?
No, not at all. I don't even know why they're delaying it. I don't know what that tarp's for. Maybe it's
up here it doesn't look like it's raining that hard.
No, not bad.
Hope the drains are working down there. I think it's already starting to lighten up though.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all.
Well, tarp's on, so we're good with that.
During this delay, Inside Pirates Baseball. We'll keep you posted. Pirates trailing 1-0, fifth inning. Nolan Arenado led off the inning against Joe Musgrove with a base hit. Trevor Story followed with a single, putting runners at first and third. Gerardo Parra hit what looked like could have been a double play ball. Josh Harrison committed an error, couldn't get anybody out, and now it's Ian Desmond at the plate with an 0-1 count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. And it's a ball and a strike.
You never know how it's going to affect you when you're out there pitching. And it could go any direction or it could just stay the same. You just
A 32-minute rain delay.
just natural that, you know, after all that exertion that your arm is going to want to tighten up a little bit. Try to do the best you can to keep it loose.
A ball and a strike. Joe Musgrove retired the first 12 batters of this ball game with ease.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't even anything hit hard off it. There's that one hard ground ball. I think that was it.
Yeah, Kyle Freeland right there. The pitcher is in the hole right now. The 2-1 count on Desmond. He struck out looking in the third. Story and Parra the runners. Musgrove got a bunch of fly ball outs to begin the ball game. 3 in a row to Starling Marte in the second inning, in fact. Carlos Gonzalez retired on a hard hit ground ball to end the fourth. Josh Harrison made a fine play. Well, Desmond is hit to load the bases.
He has had excellent command of everything. That's kind of odd, all of a sudden and out of nowhere, to miss that badly with his fastball.
Desmond hit by the pitch. The fifth time he's been plunked. What the delay is. I don't know. What in the world can they be checking on here? I wonder if he's going to stay in the game.
He got hit in the cheek.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Couldn't ask for a better spot to get hit. That's weird. Bases loaded now for Chris Iannetta.
Needs to rub some witch agents. He'll be fine.
Iannetta flied out in the third. He has driven in 22 runs. 35-year-old from Providence, Rhode Island, Chris Iannetta.
Well, if you got the bases loaded, this is a good spot, you know, to have your number 8 hitter who's not hitting much at all, and then the pitcher coming up. An opportunity to get out of this mess.
Nice save there from Elias Diaz. Keeps Story at third.
Another big miss, though. I mean, The ball that hit Desmond, and then that one, he hasn't total missed the plate by that far all night long. Everything has been, you know, inches. Not those last two pitches. That's a nice one. That was close. That's where he's been all night, right on the edge. If he's going to miss, it's only going to be an inch or two.
Iannetta has hit into 8 double plays, tied for second most on the club. Nolan Arenado has hit into a dozen. One count now.
It's all right. This is where you get the ground ball to third on the 3-1 count. He's going to be thinking of glory and a home run. He's going to try and pull the ball, and he's going to roll over on it. You got a 2-hopper to Freeze. Get ready, Dave. I don't like the fact that Iannetta stepped out. He's telling himself, don't roll over, don't roll over.
3-2.
All bets off now.
Pitcher Kyle Freeland now has a 1-0 lead. He's on deck. And nobody out right now. Iannetta has struck out 63 times in 200 at bats, along with those double plays. In his second stint with the Rockies, this former 4th-round pick out of University of North Carolina back in 2004. It's going to go out of play. Nobody out. Arenado scoring on the ground ball hit by Parra. Parra picked up a ribby on it.
Got that one in on his hands. That would have been nice. That was a pop-up in the making.
Pitches by inning, he breezed.
Yeah, he's been very efficient, so he can afford to have an inning where he has to work a little bit. Just make sure you don't give up a whole lot of runs in it.
Into left center field, Dickerson is over to make the catch. This will score another 2-0 ball game.
All right, right now you'll take that trade. You needed to get that first out.
One down, sacrifice fly.
Did open up a spot for a bunt now. Sac fly.
Freeland has a couple sacrifice flies.
Yeah, gotta be bunting here. I guess nowadays.
A couple sacrifice bunts.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's Musgrove.
Went for the sac fly. Didn't get it high. It'll be deeper than that.
Gave it a shot.
All right, got a nice break there. Unable to get the bunt down. Seems like Musgrove gets to that line in about 3 steps.
He does. He gets there quick. He always seems to be involved. That defensive play he made a couple starts back. That ball along the third baseline was something special. Here's David Dahl. He's popped up twice. Evens up. Musgrove tonight makes his first career start against the Rockies. First time ever here at Coors Field. Trying to get out of it with just 2 runs. Dahl is the 7th man to hit in this inning. The 32-minute delay came during the Ian Desmond at bat. Desmond was hit by a pitch.
Way out ahead. Make sure no mistakes here. Nice pitch. They're not making many mistakes tonight at all.
Right, and a base hit. Polanco coming on. Runner going to be waved. Throw from Polanco is strong, and Gregory Polanco has done it again. He is playing right field like he's never played it before in the past. He has not looked as strong. He's looking like Dave Parker these days.
Making some incredible throws lately. Another one right on the money with something on it.
Gregory Polanco back on the bench getting ready to hit, just threw out Gerardo Parra. This is like a transformation for Polanco, who really, for the most part in his big league career, has struggled playing right field. But Bob, the last couple of weeks, he's been sensational.
Now this is just another throw, one hopper. He's got that perfect distance on that hop down also. I mean, just is outstanding. A nice easy play for a catcher to get that nice long hop, and then it's got time to make a move, get a tag down.
Well done by Diaz as well.
You know, it's like this,
Man.
Greg. When there's a guy at second base, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, anytime there's a base hit to the outfield, especially with 2 outs, you assume the guy's going to score. That's just the way it happens. Of late, when the base hit goes to right, immediately you think, well,
got a chance.
Yeah, he might not score. And several times now, whoever that he is has not made it. He's been cut down.
Well, Saturday night, the Cardinals collected 14 hits. They hit 7 doubles, and most of them to right field. Polanco was making great plays, and though he didn't throw anybody out at second, they were bang plays. Throws right on the money.
And they were having to hustle right out of the box to get to second base, and I think that the word got around in that dugout, hey, you hit something off the Clemente wall, you better be running hard or you're not going to get your double. He won't allow it. That's the he I'm talking about now. Gregory.
Let's go back to the studio. Rob King has a game break. We were actually watching that, Rob, during the rain delay. Kyle Barraclough came on to try and save a 2-0 game. Bases loaded, he struck a man out, then faced Matt Carpenter. And Carpenter walked, right?
Yes. Walked
to force in the first
run. In a run.
And so Don Mattingly went to Javi Guerra. And Guerra promptly got that double play ball off the bat of Yadier Molina. Marte thinks about bunting for a hit, butts it foul.
As we were watching it, we're saying when Carpenter was up, they should walk him.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and walk in the run. The run at third's meaningless in that point anyway. And go for the next guy. I mean, that's
how hot Carpenter's been.
Yeah, that never happens. You don't ever do that. But Carpenter has been blazing hot, and you just don't want to have him have a chance to win the game for him there in the 9th inning. And they did walk him on accident. Not on. In fact, it cost the Bearclaw. He came out of the game.
Yeah.
He was removed out of that walk. Where I'm sitting there watching it and thinking, well, I think he did the right thing.
Yeah.
But they made the change, and then they got a very good double play candidate at the plate, and they got the double play.
So the Marlins end up winning it 2-1. The Cubs and Royals are playing interleague ball. I-70 series at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. And at last look, it was a 1-1 tie. Now I see the Cubs have taken the lead in the 7th. Joe Musgrove hoping his team can score him a run or two here, as Marte making Freeland throw some pitches at least. Marte has bounced into a double play and struck out. And there he is, Gregory Polanco on deck. So at least an 8-pitch at bat for Marte. Hard to center field, sending Dahl back to the track.
Must have that humidor cranked up pretty good. I thought that one was hit real hard.
Gregory Polanco coming to the plate. A throw reminiscent of Dave Parker, the great Pirate All-Star Gold Glover back in the late 70s. And Dave Parker, the Cobra, was at PNC Park recently, and Gregory Polanco on an Instagram took this photo and sent it out, hanging out with the Cobra, a Pirate legend. Maybe channeling a little Dave Parker with those plays out and right. One on Polanco. He walked in the fourth. And Freeland going to have a 1, 2, 3, 6th, so a nearly a 1 hour rain delay for him. Didn't affect him.
Sportsnet is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We'll beat anybody's price. Find out more at barrel.com. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
We're back. 2-0 Rockies head to the bottom of the 6th. And the former teammate of Bob's, Barry Jones, has two of his sons right there on hand, Spencer and Preston. Way up there at the rooftop. Shocker over there by the the bar area.
Father like son.
Here is
Barefoot Barry. Out of Centerville, Indiana.
Where'd he get that nickname?
It's Centerville. Centerville.
But why Barefoot Barry?
I don't know. I guess because when he was a kid, he ran around town with no shoes on or something. When we went in to play Cincinnati, there was a big banner down in left field that Centerville, Indiana loves Barefoot Barry Jones.
Former Bucco pitcher Barry Jones makes his home in the Pittsburgh area, and two of his sons and their friends are on hand to watch. Hopefully Joe Musgrove and the Pirates now come back against these Rockies. Still throwing a lot of first pitch strikes.
We call him Bearcat.
Bearcat Barry. Just a little flick of the wrist, and LeMahieu has a leadoff hit.
No Barry, just Bearcat. Or Bear. He's built like a bear.
I think one of the great stories for me was as PNC Park was being built, we walked by there one winter day. Some guy in a hard hat working construction comes down, says hello, it's Barry Jones. He helped construct PNC Park. Cervelli able to chat it up a little bit. Now gets back to serious business.
Well, he is a perfect first baseman in that way, as he loves to be very social. Very talkative. That one's up there.
Mile high.
Jordy's got it.
One down here. Brings up Nolan Arenado. Pirates Clubhouse store, powered by Fanatics, located on Federal Street at PNC Park. It's open whether the Pirates are home or away. Includes stadium exclusive merchandise, customized jerseys, and a whole lot more. It's open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturdays 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and during all Pirates home games. Those home games during the regular season coming down to 3 homestands left. So go to Pirates.com and get those tickets for the Pirates and Cubs series that starts a week from this Thursday, and then the Braves are in. A 7-game homestand, and the Pirates hit the road again. Another pop-up. Cervelli, Hay, Harrison. Well, Musgrove gave up the 0-2 single to LeMahieu, just a soft end of the bat, base hit to right, and gets a couple of high pops. Now faces Trevor Story. 2 runs last inning, one of them unearned against Joe Musgrove. Retired the side in order in the first 4 innings. Take a look at that scoreboard on the lower left-hand side of your screen on the lowdown. Limited action in Major League Baseball on this Monday. Trevor Bauer, we saw for Cleveland. That shutout over Minnesota. Bauer went 6, struck out 11. Noah Syndergaard of the Mets beat the Reds 6-4 in New York. He's 7-2. Homer Bailey for the Reds gave up 5 runs on 11 hits in 3 1/3 innings for the loss. They had a video tribute on the scoreboard for Matt Harvey. His return to New York, the Dark Knight. Strike was called by Eric Cooper. Surprises Story.
It's a good call.
Polanco back and makes the catch. Leadoff hit. Musgrove gets the next 3. Head to the 7th. Time's a wasting on these Buccos against Kyle Freeland, shutting out the Pirates on just 2 hits. Freese has bounced out and flied out. Pirates beat Freeland on April the 18th at PNC Park. But so far he is dealing here tonight. He's walked a couple. Gave up a leadoff hit to Corey Dickerson that started the ball game. Joe Musgrove, the Pirates pitcher, had a 2-out double in the 3rd. And Gregory Polanco and Francisco Cervelli walked in the 4th. That's been it. Musgrove, 1 earned run against him. 2-2 on Freese. Let's go downstairs to Robbie after the lefty strikes out his 5th.
Yeah, Greg, so tomorrow is Tuesday, and as always, it's Twitter Tuesday here on AT Sportsnet. Our guest is going to be the newest Buccos starter, Chris Archer. He's going to take questions. There he is, sitting with Sean Rodriguez, his former teammate with the Tampa Bay Rays, now current teammate here with the Buccos. But send your questions in. Bucks Tuesday is the hashtag. Very personable, friendly, media-savvy guy. He's going to be very open and honest with his answers, so ask anything you'd like. I think it's going to be a lot of fun sitting down and get to know Chris Archer just a little bit better on the personal side tomorrow night on Twitter Tuesday, Greg.
And Archer will pitch on Wednesday afternoon, and another former Ray will join him on the Pirates tomorrow. Adeiny Echeverria, who's with Tampa Bay this year. And Cervelli fouls this pitch off. Kyle Freeland looking to go 7 innings for the first time since July the 2nd. And he gets a piece of Cervelli. A 1-out base runner. Sent along a happy birthday wish yesterday. Irene Moran turned 92 from West Homestead. Watching the Bucks. Elias Diaz faces Freeland. Nissan Road ahead. Starting pitching matchup tomorrow night. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Jamison Tyone against Chad Bettis. And then Chris Archer starts on Wednesday afternoon. Coverage starts at 2:30 against German Marquez. Well, we thought Diaz might go deep earlier tonight when the wind was gusting to left. Still a breeze out that way. Freeland has not given up a home run since his July 7th start against Seattle. And into center field for the 2nd out. And back to first goes Cervelli.
Hit it well, but just didn't get a lot of carry. In this game right here tonight, Greg, I probably see more fly balls just kind of going out there and dying.
Yeah,
not really
never
doing
see
much
that here. Never see that here in this ballpark.
That one that Marte hit.
Yep.
I thought for sure, well, that at least going to be to the wall, and it ended up being an easy play out. You know, fairly deep center field, but still not close to being a hit. Just not carrying.
Out in front of Harrison.
Still 3 innings of baseball, though.
Freeland has not gone more than 7 innings this season. 5 times he has gone as many as 7. Again, out of the University of Evansville in Indiana. Same school that produced former pitcher Andy Bennis, former catcher Sal Fasano, former Rocky utility man Jamie Carroll, who works in the Pirates baseball operations department. And the 6th homegrown player to play for the Colorado Rockies. Joining other pitchers, Mark Knudsen, Sean Chacon, who spent some time with the Pirates, Scott Ellerton, who is working in the Pirates minor leagues these days. And Ionetta going to talk to him. Freeland's last start was his 20th. 2 starts back was his 20th career win. His last start was a loss against the Cardinals at Busch Stadium 5 days ago. He went 5 1/3, gave up 3 runs on 9 hits. (113 pitches). Two balls and a strike. Pirates offense trying to get up off the deck here with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Cervelli hit by a pitch, on base for the 2nd time tonight. Still 2-2. Jay did not start yesterday's game. Did come on as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning. Ended up staying in the ball game and playing third base. Was 0 for 2. And a 2-1 loss to the Cardinals. Keep fighting.
Well, they keep pounding him in. He keeps pulling it foul. They've only taken 1 shot at trying to throw him outside. They missed out there quite a bit for a ball. I guess was that conversation must have been about, hey, let's just stay inside. But that's not working. There you see the little line going on the inside half of the strike zone. That was a changeup, huh?
Looked like it. Check swing foul. Jordy Mercer on deck. 8th pitch coming to Harrison. Do it again.
Yeah, they did.
Finally,
They made that move out there. That was supposed to be there. The fastball. The target was away. Freeland put it there. So right now, Jay has everything covered. At least he's getting a piece of everything he's throwing.
Full count.
Give Cervelli a head start. 2 outs.
See if Jay Hay can deliver here on a 3-2 pitch. An 11 pitch at bat. Well, if Bud Black had any thoughts of allowing Freeland to go beyond 7, pitch count approaching 100.
He ended with Jay Hay.
Yeah. Freeland is due up 4th in the bottom of the 7th inning. Former pitcher himself, Bud Black. And a nice job by Josh Harrison. Freeland threw everything at him.
That was a real nice job laying off that last pitch. That's something that we'll see Jay Hay do every now and then, is chase upstairs a little bit, and that was a borderline strike up there, and he was able to take it.
We get a visit from pitching coach Steve Foster here, and the bullpen is going to start to crank it up.
Slow things down here a little bit.
Is Scott Oberg.
We'll give Oberg plenty of time.
As you enjoy Miller Lite, look forward to the Hold True moment later in tonight's game. Night for the starting pitchers.
Both pitched well. Joe pacing, wanting us some runs.
Now Jordy Mercer.
Probably wants to hit, but
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
no, Jose Osuna out on deck. Mercer is 0 for 2. Edgar Santana up for the Pirates. What happened there with Freeland? That was weird. Immediately went to the back of the mound. Oh, he slipped a little bit.
Well, yeah. He's been going back there and scraping the mud on his shoes and that little hard rubber finger thing.
Bud Black trying to get the attention maybe of Chris Iannetta.
I want to make sure he was okay.
Mercer retired on a nice play by Trevor Story his first time up. The last time he was caught looking. A .351 career hitter against Colorado Rockies pitchers. Looking for a hole, get a base hit. Of course, you can't count on anything through this infield. Great range all the way around.
A hole between the outfielders.
Yeah.
See if we can test Jay Hay's leg.
It has been a 25 pitch inning for Kyle Freeland. Mercer lines it toward left field, and it's going to be caught by Parra, and the Pirates leave 2. Still trailing 2-0. Baseball brought to you by T-Mobile. How about Gregory Polanco this past week, the last homestand, the throws he was making, the throw out of Matt Carpenter at the plate. And throw here by Josh Harrison on the relay, initially ruled safe, but later in the 9th inning, under umpire review, Addison Russell was thrown out at third, and the plays we're talking about at second base the other night against the Cardinals, and tonight, perfect strike to nab Parra at the plate. Gregory Polanco showing off very strong, accurate arm. Here is Parra.
Following in a long tradition of hard-throwing right fielders.
Seventh assist tonight for Polanco. Pirate outfielders have recorded a National League leading 27 assists this season. 4 in the last 3 games. How about the hardest throws this season? Tonight, that throw by Polanco was 93.2 miles an hour. 3rd hardest throw of the year. Put some mustard on those throws from right. It's not just the throws about Polanco. I mean, he was playing that right field wall brilliantly at PNC Park.
Like he is playing the Green Monster.
Yeah.
Barehanded balls off the wall, turning, firing.
Cervelli at first, retires Parra. Joe Musgrove able to go out for the 7th inning because his spot in the order did not come up after Mercer lined out to left, so he's going to try and give the Pirates one more scoreless inning.
He's been going deep. He will do it again tonight.
Kyle Freeland and Bud Black chatting in the dugout. And that's going to be it for Freeland. There is Son 1-0. Listening up in the bullpen, former Cardinal. Was picked up from Toronto a few days before the deadline.
Got the mountains on there. What that is, Greg?
Would make sense for the Denver native. He goes 7 shutout innings. Allows just 2 hits in this ballpark. Of course, look at Musgrove. 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 hits.
Yeah, I mean, this is both those guys have pitched great tonight. And no matter how the game turns out, we've seen an unusual pitcher's duel here at Coors Field. He has just been all over either the label or the end of those Colorado bats all night.
Desmond was at the plate when Musgrove.
Look at that. Way in there deep.
Huh. Musgrove in the 5th inning was facing Desmond when Raines forced Eric Cooper, the crew chief, to call on the grounds crew to bring out the tarp. A 32-minute delay. Iannetta had a sacrifice fly after Desmond was hit by a pitch. And Musgrove was the last Pirates pitcher to give Clint Hurdle 7 innings. It was on the 29th, his last start against the Mets a week ago yesterday. 0-2 on Chris Iannetta. One more out to get, and this is 12th start. It'll be 7 times in 12 starts that he has gone 7 or more innings. Jamison Tyone, Trevor Williams, Chad Kuhl, left to right, and a called third strike. Heck of a way to end it for Musgrove. Boy, the Pirates really want to try and get him a W. Certainly get him off the hook. They need a couple at least. As good as it gets, Bob.
Oh yeah,
Musgrove.
He really and tonight, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but every time he has a game like this where he's really in charge, it goes right back to the command, and it's that fastball and that cutter are the 2 pitches that he really just puts wherever he wants, and a slider pretty much too. But those 2 pitches, that fastball and that cutter, when he just moves it around like he couldn't run in there and place it in Diaz's glove any better than he did tonight. That sets everything up for him, and it really keeps, the hitter's timing broke down, and you see all these off the end of the bat, jam shot type stuff, ball in on the label, a lot of soft contact, and even in a big ballpark like this, you make your pitches, you're going to be successful, and that's what he did tonight.
2 runs, 1 earned. Didn't walk, a batter struck out a pair.
It's a big ballpark. It is a big ballpark, but it's a big hitter's ballpark.
Now they'll take their chances with 36-year-old Sunwon Oh. Traded over last week from Toronto, from South Korea. Adam Frazier pinch hitting for Musgrove.
Those numbers, not giving up hardly any hits. And normally he don't want to do any favors with the base on balls. Strike thrower, just 11 walks on the year.
Hasn't given up a run since July the 2nd. 12 2/3 scoreless innings. Adam Frazier lines one to center.
Hit well, but it just kind of died like the rest of them. Didn't even make the track. Like they're playing with a beanbag. Home Run Baker would be familiar with this baseball.
They're playing the dead ball era.
It makes this ballpark normal. There must be something more scientific to it, Greg, than just put it in a humidifier. It has to be some way to measure, the moisture content in the baseball, I guess. I don't know. There's got to be something to it scientific. They couldn't just say, hey, let's put these in a humidifier and see what happens.
Oh, I'm sure they did studies before they.
I guess where I'm going is, like, you gotta do it enough, but not too much.
Yeah,
there has to be that that perfect spot to
it's
where
like a good cigar.
Yeah.
Come on.
The perfect spot to where the ball still is going to get out of here with no problem, but it won't be ridiculous.
Solano signed as a free agent with Toronto before this season. Rockies traded a couple of minor leaguers to the Blue Jays to get O. Two down. Brings up Starling Marte, who's 0 for 3. Pirates with just 1 run on 5 hits yesterday. Scored 4 runs on 8 hits against the Cardinals on Saturday night. 2 hits tonight, no runs. Wow. I've not seen much of that from Marte over the last month or so. Josh Bell, will he be back tomorrow? Eligible.
So I'm taking batting practice today. Looked like he was swinging pretty good.
To right, back. Gonzalez approaching the wall, and the Pirates go down in order. Still 2-0.
AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by the Chevy Silverado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Well, Pirate fans hoping for a ninth inning comeback, down a pair through 8. And here is Edgar Santana.
He will attempt to hold the fort, keep it just a 2-run deficit.
Ryan McMahon bats for the pitcher. Oh. Rookie righty Edgar Santana.
Part of the Fab Five, huh?
One of just 4 National League rookies to have at least 52 appearances this year. There's Harrison. I'm sure still upset with himself. That error brought in one of the runs in the 5th. Free Shirt Friday coming up August 17th. Pirates host the Cubs at PNC Park. And the first 20,000 fans will get a free Pirates t-shirt thanks to the Western Pennsylvania Toyota dealers. Felipe is modeling the free shirt you'll receive. It's also a $1 Dog Night presented by Sugardale. Pirates.com/Free Shirt Fridays.
Commercial's gonna give me nightmares.
And a base hit to right center. David Dahl. And get 2 out of it. A double.
Just a little bit over Jay Hayes' head, but it was hit hard. And there's that big outfield, Greg. The ball is cut off. It doesn't get to the fence. It's still an easy double. A lot of times, if you're able to cut a ball off before it gets out to the wall, you're at least going to challenge somebody at second base. But it's a long way out there. The ball just cruised in the second.
Good play by Mercer to retire LeMahieu.
Ball kind of ate up Jordy. Good job staying with it. Hit very hard.
Francisco Cervelli taking that throw from Jordy Mercer. He's been just fine over there for the couple starts. Now Carlos Gonzalez.
Paint in the corner.
The block. Trying to get it to the 9th inning without that man scoring and keeping it a 2-0 deficit. The Rockies have had some drama with Wade Davis lately, their closer. He's blown a couple of saves wild game yesterday at Miller Park against the Brewers. Brewers scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie it. Rockies ended up winning it in the 11th on the Nolan Arenado home run. Pirates also will try to avoid being shut out in this city. We have to go back to 2009, the last time the Pirates were blanked here by the Rockies. Only 3 times, in fact, have the Pirates ever been shut out here.
Gotta go back to 2002 to find out a game where they collected only 2 hits.
That was, I think, the Denny Nagel game.
I believe you're right.
They were shut out back-to-back games. May 30th, 2002. They were blanked 10-0. The next game they were shut out 6-0. Now it's full on Cargo. Edgar Santana would face Nolan Arenado if he loses Carlos Gonzalez.
I want to bring Arenado up there, I wouldn't think. I want to end it right here, this pitch.
We'll have to do it again. "32 years old now, Carlos Gonzalez signed a 1-year, $5 million deal in the second week of March.
You can
to return.
You can go home. He's come back here to Colorado and regain some of his offensive prowess. A few free agents this winter that kind of had to swallow their pride and take 1-year contracts.
Now Diaz, he's going to go to the mound. So is Cervelli. Cervelli thinks he's got something to offer here, maybe. He's a first baseman, but he's a catcher by trade, so you're not going to have a meeting on the mound without me here.
It's a 3-2 count with 2 outs, guys. I would have loved to hear that, even if I didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what this pitch is.
Yeah, really. Santana from the Dominican Republic, Diaz and Cervelli from Venezuela. And strikes out the Venezuelan.
It's a low fastball out of the zone, getting the chase.
They knew he would. Now to the 9th, down 2.
Telecast is presented by the authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Tomorrow, Bucks Rockies. Game 2 of the 3-game series. Jamison Tyone will be on the mound. Coverage starts at 8. Presented by W.B. Mason. Tonight's Pirates starter did great work, Joe Musgrove, but
hopefully we'll have a little more run support. Didn't have any for Joe.
So try and get Joe off the hook against Wade Davis, the 32-year-old.
He's a good one.
Signed as a free agent this winter. Pitched for the Cubs last year, saved 32 games. Back-to-back blown saves for him on the road trip.
Number 32 right now.
Against the Brewers on Friday, Davis gave up 3 runs, recorded just 2 outs as the Brewers came back to beat him 5-3. On a strike on Polanco. Davis, the night before against the Cardinals in St. Louis, gave up a couple of runs, recorded just 1 out as the Cardinals came back to win that game 3-2. Polanco was 0 for 2 with a walk against the starter Freeland, who's in line to win his 10th. Checks. Didn't go.
Nope. He held up.
We get on base, really maybe get that confidence shaken again by Davis. 3-2.
Pitch you got to take. They need a base runner. That was kind of a borderline pitch, outside corner.
It stays 3-2. Davis has blown 5 saves, 6 saves total this season. And he strikes out Polanco to begin the 9th.
Very edgy pitch. If you take that to half the time, you're going to probably get it called a strike, so you got to offer at it.
David Freese 0 for 3.
I feel like we're in Cleveland with a drum.
Yeah. Pirates in danger of losing their 7th game, their last 11 tries. And there's Arenado to get Freese. Davis 1 out away, handing the Pirates their 4th shutout ever here. This is the 97th game they've ever played in Denver. Talked about how they were shut out 8-0 back on August the 12th, 2009. That was Ubaldo Jimenez and Franklin Morales. Back-to-back times they were shut out in 2002. Mike Hampton started one game, Denny Nagel the next. Down to their last strike. This would be the 4th shutout by the Rockies pitching staff here at home this season. Cervelli on base a couple of times, walked, hit by a pitch. Davis trying to earn his National League leading 32nd save. Kenley Jansen of the Dodgers also with 31. Did he go? Strike 3 called. The Pirates are shut out on just 2 hits. Davis earns his 32nd save, and Freeland picks up win number 10.
Freeland definitely pitched well tonight, but I will also throw in that it doesn't look like the Pirate hitters are really getting off some good swings right now for a couple of games in a row. They have not looked right up there, but you know it's always difficult to decide. Well, was it the pitching or is it you're just not hitting the ball? We'll find out tomorrow, maybe. See what this offense can do. And obviously, a pretty good place to hit the baseball. Hopefully, they can get the bats going tomorrow.
Rockies win the first of this 3-game series. Back to Rob and Michael with more as the Pirates fall to these Colorado Rockies in the first of this 3-game series with Freeland, the winner, over Musgrove.